there can be no genuine fellowship where there's an offense and or sin, right? And I'll use the marriage relationship with that because I'm touching on Jesus saying, if you keep my commandments, you'll abide in my love, right? He's stressing aligning our ways to his obedience when it comes to fellowship. But why? There can be no genuine fellowship where there's an offense. I don't know about you, but when me and my wife, there's an ought between us, somebody's offended the other party, I don't get to experience the full benefits of my marriage. Y'all think on that. In all that marriage is supposed to be, in its fullness, I don't get to experience its fullness if there's an offense. I can't experience its fullness until there's some reconciliation that happens. The offense is made right, which usually means I apologize, right? That's what that usually means. But this is what Christ is saying. He's, look, I need you to, you got to obey my commandments. You got to be in alignment with me, because if there's an offense on your part, because he's never going to offend us, if there's sin, hidden sin, wrongs that we know that we're doing against God, just like Gay said, oftentimes that leads us away from his presence. And that's the exact place we need to be. But the enemy knows this connection too. He knows that everything we need, all the virtues, for today's sake, joy, lives in the presence of God. So what you think his mission is? He wants us to get out of alignment with God. Here's the formula. If he can get you to get out of alignment with God, meaning go against him, sin against him, what's going to happen is there's an offense there. You're going to be filled with guilt. You're going to be filled with condemnation, shame, and all the rest. And what you're going to do is run from the presence of God because you feel this unworthiness. You feel this, I'm not good enough. I messed up again. We live on the it is finished side of the cross, though. Of history, rather. We live on the it is finished side of history. Now, we can have fellowship with Christ, with God, because of what Christ has done. And so even if you've, sinned this morning on your way to church, some of you might have sinned sitting in here right now. In the Old Testament, you wouldn't want to go into the presence of God because it would be dangerous for you to do that. The high priest could only do it once a year. Now, even if you sin, we run to the presence of God because that's the place where your sin is going to be cleansed. That's the place where your sin is going to be cleansed.